So there are many ways that we can approach this problem. First, let's draw a timeline to help us organize the cash flows. We're told that there are payments of $215 beginning in periods 51 through and including period 103. So our time chart looks like this. We can see the $215 payments start in period 51 and they continue every period thereafter up until period 103. We can see that if we start in period 50, these payments constitute a normal annuity, since the payments are made at the end of the first period. So if we were to consider period 50 the present, all of those payments, all the $215, we would treat that as a normal annuity. We could also start in period 51 and treat this as an annuity due, as the payments would start at the beginning of the first period. So a normal annuity, the payments begin one period from the present, so that's if we're standing at period 50. An annuity due, the payments begin right now at the present, and that's if we're standing at period 51 as the present. Let's leave our calculator in its default mode and treat this as a normal annuity. This means we'll be starting in period 50, so we'll consider period 50 the present. We first need to find the total value of all of these payments. We can either find the present value or the future value. Let's find the present value. Since the question tells us that this annuity has 53 payments, we'll use 53 for the number of periods. We also know that the interest per period is 12%. We don't know what a period is in this question, 6 months, a year, or what have you, but all we need to know is to match the interest with our payment periods. So we can use 12% for our interest, since the question says it's 12% per period. So we have all the information needed to find the present value of this annuity at time period 50. And the periods is 53, we're told that in the question. The interest per period is 12%. The payment per period is $215, and we want to find the present value, so we just press present value, and we find that it's $1,787.25 in period 50. Now we need to find what this lump sum is worth in the period 210. That's what the question is asking, the value of this series of cash flow, this annuity, in period 210. First, we need to find out how many periods there are between period 50 and period 210. There are, and we just subtract them. 210 minus 50 equals 160 periods that we must compound our sum forward. So the sum that we found, the $1,700 in period 50, represents all of those cash flows. We've captured all the information about the annuity, the timing of the cash flows, by finding that present value. And we just need to find what that present value is worth 160 periods into the future. So we just need to compound that forward. Let's use our calculator to do it for us. There are 160 periods. The present value in time period 50 we found to be $1,787.25, and the interest is still 12%. That account is still earning 12% interest per period. So we put 160 in for N, 12 for interest per period or per year, and a present value of $1,787.25. We find the future value in time period 210 to be $133,988,934,318. And the question asks us to round it off to the nearest 1/millionth dollar, so we just get $133,989,000,000.